I am in the kitchen with Chef Andrew Bustos, the nutritional consultant for the Storehouse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also work at Hotel Cascada, one of my favorite places. So what are we making today?
Today we are making a balsamic and shallot glazed steak roll packed full of nice seasonal fall vegetables.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so walk me through the ingredients that we have here.
Okay, so what we got here is some nice fresh cut carrot, zucchini, squash, of course red and green bell pepper, some asparagus, and I threw in some jalapeno just to give it a little extra kick.
A little bit
some
of a
nice
kick.
fresh flank steak, pounded out and marinated. And of course our balsamic glaze ready to go.
Now we were talking about the flank steak. Where do you get your flank steak?
You know, I usually buy in bulk because that's one of the, you know, it's cheaper, it's easier, and of course it goes farther. So if you catch it at like Sam's Club, Smith's on a good day, sale, you could get that stuff for about $2.78 a pound, you know, get a 10, 12 pound package. That's about 10 meals, you know what I mean? So
Okay, and I have another question. Is this something that I can make at home?
this is something you can make at home.
All
Yes.
right, you want to bet I'm a terrible, terrible cook.
I bet you, you've spent enough time with me here, so I think
That's
you,
right, I learn
yeah.
something new from him every single time. Okay, well we're gonna get cooking in just a little bit, but for now we're gonna send things over to Chad. Thank you, Chad. I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Andrew Bustos from the Storehouse and Hotel Cascada. Okay, so what did we do while we were gone? Grilled some vegetables?
Yes, while we were gone, we cooked up some vegetables with some salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Keeping it healthy right there.
How long did that take?
You know, I just like to cook them real briefly. I like to eat my vegetables with a little bit of bite to it. I don't like the mushy vegetables, and plus you're retaining a lot of the nutritional value the least amount of time you cook.
If you don't cook it all out.
Correct.
Okay.
Remember I talked about don't cook it to death.
Don't cook your vegetables to death.
Yeah.
And did you season these?
Yes, I did. So
Okay.
what I did is I put some Worcestershire, salt and pepper on this. You want to leave that for at least 30 minutes, even up to a couple hours if you can. You know what I mean? That way
Okay.
all those flavors are marrying. The Worcestershire is helping break
Really
down the
working
connective
okay.
tissues and stuff, so it's really good.
All right, so what's the next step?
So right now what we're doing, we got our glaze going, we got our pan going hot, because what we want to do is get this nice pounded out marinated flank steak.
Yes.
And we want to get some veggies in it and get those on the pan.
All right.
So the key to this here is to get your saute pan or grill, whatever you're going to do it with, extremely hot, because all you want to do is really sear the outside of the meat.
Okay.
Okay, I like my meat medium rare, maybe even a little to the rare side. So if you like it more, by all means, cook it a little bit more. But remember, the more you cook it, the more nutritional value is coming out of that meat there. So.
Okay. So for people who might not know, tell us a little bit about the Storehouse.
Well, the Storehouse is New Mexico's largest food pantry, serving over 3 million meals annually, 54,000 registered customers. They distribute free groceries through a food rescue program throughout the city, and free school supplies and clothes to those in need. So it's really beneficial to those single mothers working 1 or 2, 3 jobs, you know, and still just can't find a way to make it. We try to eliminate having to make that choice, whether to buy groceries or pay a medical bill.
Okay,
So,
great. Well, we're going to learn a little bit more about the Storehouse here in a little bit and finish cooking up.
Yep.
Stay right there. We'll be back. Oh.
Welcome back, folks. Hope you are having a wonderful Labor Day weekend. We are back in the kitchen with our buddy Andrew Bustos, nutritional consultant for the Storehouse ABQ and operations manager over, food coordinator.
Food and beverage director, Hotel
Beverage
Cascada.
That's it.
There you go.
What title are we wearing?
He does
today,
it all.
Andrew? All right, so you've made a pretty amazing concoction here. What exactly are we doing? You guys have been busy over here in the kitchen.
Yeah. I
Well,
wish we had eaten it all before you got here.
Yeah, I know you do. I know. Yeah.
Well, start to finish, some balsamic glazed steak rolls. So what we did is got some nice seasonal fall vegetables, saute them up with some nice salt and pepper, fresh or dried herbs, and then pounded out some flank steak, marinated it with salt and pepper, Worcestershire sauce, rolled them on up, and then cooked it all together, married all those flavors.
All right, say that again. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Okay, so now that we've seen you done it. Now we've seen you done it. Now that we've seen you done it. Okay, we're going to do it ourselves.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So
So
go ahead. Toss those veggies right in there.
All in like that?
Yep, there you go. And see, I like, Brittany and I were talking about it.
Very
I like
good
to
movie
just,
quote, Chad.
yeah, there you go. Cook it till it's al dente, you know, just nice and crisp. Yeah, here, add a little bit of Italian seasoning.
Yeah,
a little bit of salt,
why
pepper,
not?
just a little bit. All right, there you go. There you go.
All right.
Nice sound effects of the vegetables, you know, it's like,
Very good.
I hope the kids don't associate that with Cloudy 2, where all the
Yeah,
veggies
it's
are
true,
aligned.
exactly. You just kind of mix it in there?
Yeah, just mix it in, toss a little salt and pepper in there.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So
Okay.
while I'm doing this, you guys are going to talk about
Eating healthy
Eating on a budget.
On a budget.
It's kind of been, and we were
yes.
talking about that last week with Kaylin, and it's for me, it's always that's the big problem is the organic foods always seem to be more expensive.
Yes.
Like the good foods always seem to be more expensive. So how do you do it on a budget?
Well, a few tips. You know, you want to look for the unprocessed foods. Try to avoid anything in the box, and that really gives you full control on the recipe and what you're putting in. Bless you. What you're putting into the recipe. Also, buying in bulk is a big deal. If you could get your family together, buying a whole side of beef, you could grab that for about $3.60 a pound, and you're getting about 150 pounds of beef. So then you guys split it up. You know, it's a big investment up front.
Yeah.
But if you guys, like I said, get 2 or 3 people together,
It goes a long way.
and it goes a long way.
Okay.
You know, you also want to buy in-season fruits and vegetables, and buy as much as you can from local farmers and local farmer markets. You know, you're supporting the local economy, and at the same time, you're eating healthy.
Okay.
So.
All right, so
What's the next? Can I roll them yet?
All right. Yeah. Next step right here.
We're gonna do it right here.
Yeah. Let's
I'll
put
bring
it
it
right
over
over here.
Okay. Chad, it's hot, Brittany. Careful.
Right behind you here. Let's add these to there. That way you have a nice, clean working surface.
Okay.
Lay it down. All right.
Those are hot.
Tongs right there.
Okay, I was like, too
you
hot.
just-
Yeah.
You lay it
Just
like
right
this?
in the middle there.
Here, you do that. I'm gonna mess it up.
Get a big bunch right in the middle there.
Okay.
And then we can roll it, put a toothpick in it.
Yeah, we
Sear
can.
it on up.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
wait, can we talk about the smoke point? Talk
Okay,
about the smoke
so
point real
when you're
quick.
searing any kind of meats, I mean, obviously you want to cook poultry and stuff all the way through, but when you're searing your beef and your pork and so forth, you want to get your pan and your oil to the smoke point. As you guys can see, it's smoking a little bit, and that's going to just sear the outside. You're not gonna overcook it, and it also helps break down the connective tissues within meat, specifically flank steak.
Okay.
You know,
Are we
so
at smoke point right now?
we are almost at smoke point. Here we go. Add a little
right.
bit of oil to that. We don't want it
Smoke
to stick
point.
to the pan. Smoke point.
Smoke point.
Go ahead
Wait,
and
you
put it
gotta
right
yell.
in there. Boom.
Look at you,
There we
Brittany.
go.
Thank you very much.
Like a pro.
Thank you very much.
Like a pro. So what's going on over at Hotel Cascada? You guys very busy.
Yes, we're very busy. We just ended our back-to-school supply drive for the storehouse, which
Yeah.
thank you to the public for bringing in all your donations. We were able to help about 40, 50 kids this year with a full backpack full of supplies. So that was
Right.
amazing stuff. We have our surf schools coming up in the fall, which is going to be real exciting. And
Chad's gonna take that school.
yeah.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, he
And
is.
of course, you know, keeping with our community connection, we did a huge ice bucket challenge in our water park. You guys
Yeah.
mentioned we had that huge 500-gallon bucket. It was interesting because that was a lot of water, but we hope to upload it and show you guys soon.
Please
So,
do, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And the water park, speaking of the water park, it's like I was saying, today may be a good day to maybe get the kids out. The water park, is that a year-round thing? So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
It is a year-round thing. Of course, we're very fortunate to have an indoor water park.
Yeah.
So we run it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. And you don't have to get a room, but we always welcome you guys to get a room, kind of have a staycation,
Yeah.
come into one of the outlets, have some good
Going
good
at
grub.
altitude.
Exactly, altitude. Watch some sports. Football's right around the corner. You know
That's
what I mean?
Yeah.
right.
So-
Do you guys have any specials when football comes around?
Oh yes, we have tons of good specials. We have a local radio personality coming to do some live broadcasts. You
Okay.
know, all the alcohol girls will be out there. But of course, the wings and the liquor will be flowing nonstop. So
fantastic.
Absolutely.
And so Hotel Cascada, if you've never been there before, located on Carlisle, near Manal.
2500 Carlisle Northeast.
That's right.
That's
so
right.
if you take the I-40, just
You
get
can't
off
miss it.
Carlisle.
You'll see
There's
the
the big
tubes coming
slides
out, yeah.
coming out
like
of the
the
building.
Alamo with tubes. That's right.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
good.
All right. So where are we at this dish? Is
Yeah.
this thing about ready to
right
plate
now
up?
we're about ready to pull. Again, I like my meat at medium rare, so I would pull it right about this. You can add,
Okay.
you know, if you like a little bit more well done, just keep adding to it. You know, keep adding some heat to it.
Okay.
But we can pull
So-
it off.
And then you top it with this, which we kind of talked about a little bit, but it's a balsamic glaze.
So this is a nice balsamic and sweet shallot glaze. So what I did is I melted some butter, sauteed the shallots until they were tender, added some brown sugar, balsamic vinegar, and beef broth, and then I reduced it until it became a syrup like that. Gives it a nice glaze over the top, sweet and tangy at the same time, matches so perfect with that meat.
So it's.
So when can we eat it?
We can eat it right now. Let's get this
that's
out
my
of the
question
way
because
here.
I look at this and I'm like, do I eat this like a burrito or do I
Yeah,
use
that's a good question
do
because I
use
just went for the
utensils?
knife and the fork, and
Well,
I went.
you
I
My
don't know.
can.
first stop was.
I don't know.
You
Your
can.
hand,
My
yeah.
recommendation, you know, since it is pretty sticky.
Even teaching us how to eat it.
Pretty sticky. That's a good point. Yeah.
So if you cut it in half,
Yeah.
at least cut it in half. Now those are two good bite-sized handheld burritos right there.
Yeah,
but
they
you're still
are.
going to get a little messy, so
Okay.
Well,
be
Are
careful
there
with that.
toothpicks in this?
I'll tell you how this goes.
That one should be
This
out
is very
there.
hot.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Well, how good is it, Chad?
Oh, let's put the plate there, Chad.
There you go, Chad. Chad's always a mess.
I imagine.
It's messy, fun, but delicious.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is something we can get over at altitude, is that right?
Yes, we run these on specials, but more importantly, something you guys can make at home, and for your family, it's something new and exciting. Coming into fall, we're keeping the freshness going all year long, but it's nice, hearty, home-cooked meal.
All right,
So,
terrific.
yeah.
Man.
Head over to Cascada.com, click on the Style tab. We'll have links to Hotel Cascada. Altitudes. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
glad you enjoy
storehouse.
it.
It's very dirty. We'll be right back, folks. See, this is how you gotta eat. Here, dive in, Andrew. I feel.